In its dismantled form, you could be forgiven for thinking that this might be a threefold campaign bookcase. After all, we see this split here and a wing on either side which folds out. Very typical of a threefold campaign bookcase. But actually no, it is a campaign desk and washstand. And with the addition of 4 legs, that's exactly what it turns into. So before we put those on, let's just talk to you a little bit about it. It's an English early 19th century piece of campaign furniture. If we turn it around, we can see where the legs fit with these great steel bolts with these brass caps and these brass plates to the underside of the desk and washstand here. Let's just come in for a little bit of a closer up on the leg fitting there. Nicely turned leg, good casters, very well made piece of furniture. And before we set it up, let's also just show you these lugs and these holes. Lovely little bit of detail. And the reason for these is that when it's folded out, these lugs of course fit into these holes and they just provide an extra little bit of support and line them up as well. So a lovely bit of detail. Right, well, let's press on and let's fix the legs on and then stand it up and you can see exactly how it works. So now you've got a better idea of what it looks like when it's set up. But of course, it also doubles in its width with the fold-out leaves. So normally this leaf would be locked to the other one. You can see the lock there. And this one has got slide bolts to lock this side. And it's also got a very neat and tidy little mechanism here. So you've got on either side these little brass square eyes to fit in to receive the slide bolts. But when this is set up, they drop down so they're hidden and they don't get in the way during use. So there you can see the slide bolt and it pushes in there to hide when not in use. So this campaign piece is a dual piece of furniture, dual purpose piece of furniture. We can see that we've got a lovely large desk area here. This green lever has been replaced some time ago. That's not the original. Whether it had leather or beige originally, we're not sure, but this works very well on it with its gilt tooling. And to the front, on this drawer, we unlock it and drop it. You've got a secretaire area. You've got 2 pigeonholes. You've got some interior drawers that are all plain to the inside with little brass knobs to them so that you can keep your papers, pens, ink, etc. all in there nice and tidy while you're working. Now this piece comes with numerous keys and we can see that we've got drawers on either side. So let's find that key. And so we've got 4 drawers. We've got 2 on either side, facing each other, which go half length of a piece of furniture. You can see they're nicely made, good dovetails, moulding to the interior of a drawer. Quite strong in its construction, the thickness of the timber used. So that gives us 4 drawers of storage space, 2 and 2. So I said it's a dual piece of furniture. Let's have a look to the other side and see what goes on there. Well, this is a false drawer. These are 2 other storage drawers we've just spoken about. And we've got a little flush ring pull handle here which lifts up. And in here we've got a washstand area. So the remains of some silvered paper to the inside of the lid board, just to protect it from any water that's being splashed. A cutout for a bowl, and 2 other round cutouts there for jugs or little containers to take your soap or your flannel or whatever. Compartment here, and another larger round cutout here. This probably would have been for the jug actually. So there you can see that. And that's the other cutout, both of which are removable. And then also in this side, which is a little bit unusual, you've actually got a lift out tray. Why you would need a lift out tray, I'm not quite sure, because you don't gain any extra space. There's nothing underneath it. It takes up the full depth of the area underneath the wash bowl, but just a nice little bit of detail as well. And again, beautifully made with these cut out round handles to the side, and that just slots in very neatly there. So a dual purpose piece of furniture. You've got your desk on your one side for working at, and then you've got your washstand to the other, so you can make yourself presentable. And this is a really unusual piece of campaign furniture. We've never seen one of these before. Possibly it's a one-off, and made at a time when cabinet makers were still trying to work out the best ways to make campaign furniture, what designs were practical, what weren't, what worked well. Maybe the design didn't take off. Looking at it today, it's a very well-made, unusual piece of campaign furniture. And because of those 2 points, it is, of course, very attractive. The unusual, the different, which stands out, is always going to have a premium to it. It's always going to be more desirable. So it's English, early 19th century. It's made of mahogany and really lovely quality. You have got ebonized edging all over. It's faded in a lot of places. To the drawers as well, you can see it. Good flush skeletal campaign handles, nice brass caps to the top of the turned legs. Just really nice quality all round. We always love getting unusual pieces and pieces that we've never had before. This one certainly fits into that category. So to sum it up, it's a mahogany English early 19th century campaign desk and washstand.